We were in Salt Lake for a vacation, and on an empty day, Larry took Greg and met with Hugh Gardner, who owned a Toyota store, who was his friend. And he had asked him many times about his store and what he was going to do with it, and if he would sell it to Larry. And he'd always said, "Why would I sell my store? It's my livelihood. I'm making money. It's a good little store." But that day when they were having lunch, they had finished their conversation and got up to leave, and Larry just happened to say, "Hugh, when are you going to sell me your store?" And Hugh said, "How about today?" And that was a real shock. And so, not wanting to miss an opportunity, they sat back down, talked about the deal points, went over to the store and wrote it out on paper. And within 2 weeks, he was here running Toyota Murray as his own store. For me, it was a really scary proposition because I was used to being the recipient of a paycheck. And now we'd gone from being employee to employer, which meant we had to be responsible for meeting payroll and paying all of our employees. So for me, that was the unknown. Would we be able to do it? Of course, I had trust and faith in Larry's ability. He'd already proven that, but he knew what he was doing. We had no expectation of growing, didn't ever talk about it, didn't even think about it. Felt like with one dealership we had all the security we needed. He could handle it, he could do well, he could make it grow. And we could provide jobs for the 30 people that were already there and continue to do well. And never talked about a future of growth. But one day someone called him and said, "I have a dealership for sale and I wonder if you'd be interested in buying it." And that was a door that opened that he walked through and continued to do one after another. With the entrepreneurial spirit that Larry had, he just kept accepting them because he loved the challenge and he loved to create, and he wasn't afraid of it. So moving through those doors kept creating more and more, and he knew that if he did that, then he had a base where he could provide good quality jobs for his employees. In providing good employment, you draw good people. And when you draw good employees, you have a good base to work from. That's really what's helped us to become who we are, is the loyalty between our employees and the Miller family. We feel like we want to provide a place for them to have opportunities and do good things, and they provide for us the ability to do good things. So it's a win-win situation. The idea was to be the very best we could be at whatever we did and to help other people, whether it was through quality employment or being able to return what we could to the community. Over the years, we've not lost focus of what we started with. We want to be the best we can be, and we want to be the best place in town to work and the best place in town to do business, and we want to enrich lives wherever we can. And I think that's what sets us apart, is that we're really cognizant of who we are, what we are doing, and why we're doing it.